never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented
Good afternoon, baseball fans. I am Ken, and you're here on Yankees The Ugly Truth. We're about to do the live play-by-play for the Yankees versus the Rays in the new Tropicana Field. I want to thank everybody for hopping in and taking a little bit of time on your busy Friday to listen to a little bit of baseball. Just ring in, let me know who's here, and I'll give you a shout out. I'm going to start with today's lineup. Leading off and playing first base for the Yankees is going to be Paul Goldschmidt. Playing right field and hitting out of the 2-hole is going to be Aaron Judge. In the 3-hole will be center fielder Cody Bellinger. Cleaning up and being the DH is going to be Giancarlo Stanton. Hitting in the 5-hole is going to be third baseman Ahmed Rosario. Hitting in the 6-hole is second baseman Jazz Chisholm. Hitting in the 7-hole is left fielder Randall Grichuk. At shortstop and hitting in the 8th hole is Jose Caballero. Bringing up the rear and behind the dish is going to be Austin Wells. On the bump is going to be Luis Hill making his debut for the 2026 season. For the Tampa Bay Rays, leading off playing left field is going to be Simpson. Hitting in the 2-hole is going to be third baseman Caminero. Hitting in the 3-hole is going to be Aranda playing first base. Diaz will be DHing and cleaning up. Mullins will be in center field hitting out of the 5-hole. DeLuca will be in right field hitting out of the 6-hole. Williamson will be at second base hitting out of the 7-hole. Walls will be at shortstop hitting out of the 8-hole. And Fortis will be behind the dish hitting in the 9-hole. And on the bump is going to be crafty left-handed pitcher Matz. So it should be an exciting day. We have an active poll. Can the Yankees offense bounce back from that horrible performance yesterday? Take a second to drop your vote and let me know where you stand. And for those of you that have hopped into our stream, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. Your support is most appreciated. And a shout out to Nancy and to Landon Holder. Appreciate y'all being here. There are more of you sitting in the background, so give a shout out and I'll acknowledge you post haste. So, do we feel that the Yankees can make a bounce back from yesterday's horrible outing? Right now, we have 3 people who have taken part in our poll. Take this second and let us know how you feel. And the field looks pretty good. I believe this is the first game that they're playing. They're just playing in the Trop for the first time this year. Yeah, I think the baseline part of the stadium is the same. This season, Matz is had 2 starts. He's 2-0, has a 4.09 ERA. Not bad. And it looks like Matz has thrown the last of his warm-up pitches, and Goldschmidt is coming to the plate. And the first pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one straight back. Count is 0-1. And Matz sets. Next pitch is on the way, and it is low and off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Matz sets and fires, and the sinker catches the outside corner for call strike 2. Count is 1-2. Matz sets and he fires, and the changeup is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-2 on Goldie. Matz sets and fires, and Goldie swings and misses at that pitch for the first out of the game. All rise. The judges in the chambers. And Matz sets and he fires, and that pitch is inside. Count is 1-0 on the captain. Next pitch is on the way, and that is off the plate. Count is now 2-0 on Aaron. And Matz sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway for call strike 1. Count is 2-1 on captain. And Matz sets, and this pitch is hammered into left field. And that is a solid base hit for the captain. Simpson is going to get the ball back in. Hell, we just evened our hit total from yesterday. Mark Rippinger is the umpire tonight. He is a pitcher-friendly umpire. And Cody Bellinger's coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that's going to paint the outside corner for call strike 1. Count is 0-1. And Matz sets and he fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count is 0-2 on Belly. And Matz sets. Pitch is on the way, and this one is tap foul down the first base line. Count is still 0-2. And Matz sets. And the runner goes. The pitch is low, and the throw goes into center field. Judge is up and heading to third base. So that is a stolen base and an E2. So the captain is at third with 1 out. Infield is in. The pitch is on the way. And that is a line drive into right field. And this one is going to be caught on the warning track. Judge is tagging, and that is going to bring the first run in for the Yankees. Great situational hitting. We scored more runs today than we did yesterday. Coming up to bat is big Giancarlo Stanton. And the first pitch is on the way. It is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1. And Matt sets and fires, and that changeup is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Hey, Jonathan, welcome to the stream. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul tipped into the glove of the catcher. Count is 1-2 on Stanton. Matt sets and he fires, and that pitch is just a bit high. Count is evened at 2-2. Matt sets and fires, and the changeup is way off the plate. Count is now full on Big G. Matt sets, and that ball bounces in front of the plate for ball 4. So Stanton is going to work a walk in his first at bat. Coming up to bat is Ahmed Rosario, hitting .250 on the season, 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and a .941 OPS. And Matt sets, and the first pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And Matt sets, and that curveball is going to catch the top of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Matt sets and fires, and that paints the inside portion of the plate for call, strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Rosario. For those of you just joining the game, we're in the top of the first. The Yankees have scored a run, have a runner at first with 2 outs, and a 1-2 count on Ahmed Rosario. Matt sets and fires, and this ball is a bullet hit into left field. Simpson slides, and it gets over the top of his head, and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Stanton is rounding third, heading home, and Rosario is going to stop at home. And the Yankees now jump out to a 2-0 lead. So that is going to be a triple for Ahmed, an RBI. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And Matt sets. The first pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker that catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1 on Jazz. A little bit of bingo Jazz, situational hitting. And the pitch is on the way, and this is popped up on the left side. Caminero is tracking it and is going to make the play on the infield dirt, but not before the Yankees score 2 runs to hop out to a 2-0 lead on the Rays. So we have more hits in the first inning than we had in the entire game yesterday, and we scored more runs in the first inning. I'd say that's a pretty good start. How about y'all? How do you feel? If you have not, take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. And if you have not, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to one of the same. There is a QR code in your upper right-hand corner to make it easy for you. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be, or the bottom of the first is going to be Simpson, Caminero, and Aranda. Well, well, well. And Luis Hill is on the bump for the Yankees. He is making his first appearance of the 2026 season. Just recalled from Scranton. Don't know if you heard the roster move, but Cade Winquist, the Rule 5 draft pick, was DFA'd last night. And the pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike one. 94-mile-an-hour fastball clips the top of the outside of the plate. Count is 0-1. And heel sets, and that four-seamer is up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 1-2 on Simpson. And heel sets, and that ball is tipped into the glove of Wells for strike three. And that is going to do it for Simpson, the fastest player in the MLB. Coming up to bat is Caminero. Caminero was a hell of a ball player in the World Baseball Classic and has been a pain in the Yankee side for a while. Heel sets and fires, and that 97-mile-an-hour fastball paints the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Caminero. Caminero's hitting .217 on the season, 2 home runs, and 3 RBIs. Heel sets and fires, and that slider is off the plate. Count is 1-1. Heel sets and fires, and I don't know, that one looks like it definitely caught the strike zone, but the Yankees not challenging. Count is 2-1 on Caminero. Heel sets and fires, and that slider catches the outside of the plate for call, strike two. Count is even down, 2-2. Caminero steps out of the box. And the pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz at, actually it's live to Jazz at second. He makes the play, and that is the second out of the inning. Caminero hit that one on the screws and sort of knocked Jazz back on his heels. Aranda is coming up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off down the third base side. Count is 0-1. Aranda's hitting .271 on the season. And the pitch is on the way, and that fastball is a little bit high and outside. Count is 1-1. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the inside corner for call, strike two. Count is 1-2 on Aranda. Aranda takes timeout. He is back in the box. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is just a bit high. That velocity was at 97 miles an hour. Count is 2-2. And heel sets and fires, and that pitch is foul down the third base line into the stands. Count is going to remain 2-2. And heel sets and fires, and that ball is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. At heel sets, it fires, and this one bounces in the dirt and gets away from Wells. Count is now full, 3-2. And heel sets, and the pitch is down in the dirt. That one's going to go all the way to the backstop for ball 4. So he's going to walk Aranda. Yandy Diaz is coming up to bat. Diaz has hit 362 on the season, 2 home runs, 10 RBIs, and a 10.08 OPS. And heel sets. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the outside of the strike zone for call, strike 1. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to right field. And Judge is tracking it, and that is going to be out of here. So that is a 2-run homer for Diaz, and that is going to tie the game up at 2 apiece. Well. That one went 377 feet at 103.3 miles an hour. Coming up is former Oriole and Met Cedric Mullins. Heel sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed for call, strike 1. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the inside corner for call, strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Mullins. And heel sets and fires, and that fastball is down low. Count is 1-2 on Mullins. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled down the right field lane. Count remains 1-2. Mullins is hitting 122 on the season, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and a 379 OPS. Heel sets and fires, and this ball is fouled sharply down the first base line. Heel sets. And he fires, And that sinker is down low. Count is even at 2-2. Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is way up high. Count is now 3-2. Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is foul straight back. And heel sets, fires, and that pitch is up and in. Going to be ball 4, and that is Heel's second walk of the inning. And Matt Blake is heading out to the mound. Heel is at 28 pitches. DeLuca is hitting .286 on the season, 1 homer, 4 RBIs, and a .794 OPS. And the meeting on the mound is breaking up. We are in the bottom of the first. The score is tied 2-2. Rays have a runner at first with 2 outs. And DeLuca is coming up to bat. Heel sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0. Heel sets and fires, and that slider is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. Heel sets, checks on the runner, and the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled away. Count is 1-2. Count is 1-2. And Heel sets. And he makes a pickoff attempt at first. Mullins is back in safely, diving. And Heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is lined to Judge in right field. And he's going to make the play for the 3rd out of the inning. Hello. Yeah, he did some more.
What's that, Papa?
And what do you got to say to our people out there today?
Hello.
Hello. You got anything about the Yankees you want to say?
No, not right now.
You don't want to say let's go Yankees and win?
Let's go Yankees.
Let's go Yankees. All right. That's my good boy. Love you.
You did an awesome job on my Christmas thingy. And then get a cookie.
Okay. Here you go.
I don't like cookies.
All right. That's my good boy. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, take a second to vote in our active poll. Will the Yankees offense be better than it was yesterday? And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. The QR code is in the upper right-hand corner. Easy squeezy, nice and peasy. All you have to do is use your cell phone and you are in like Flint. Coming up to bat in the top of the second is going to be Randall Grichuk, Jose Caballero, and Austin Wells. And Matz is coming out for his second inning of work. And the first pitch on the way, and it is inside, ball one. And Matt sets and he fires, and the second pitch is a slider down low. Count is 2-0 on Grichuk. Matt sets, and this ball is a towering elevator shaft home run in the infield. Taylor Walls is under it, and he makes the play on the infield dirt. First out. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero. And Matt sets and fires, and Caballero swings and misses at the first pitch. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is shot foul down the third base line. Count is 0-2 on Caballero. Matt sets and fires, and that pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-2. Matt sets and he fires, and that pitch is foul down the first base line. Count is going to remain 1-2. Hey, John, welcome to the stream. Yeah, John, no home runs for the Yankees in the first inning, but a couple of key hits. Judge started the game out with a hit for us, and the pitch is on the way and swung through and missed for strike three. The Caballero is down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells. And the first pitch is skied down the third base line. Cameron Arrow is chasing it, and that is going to be a pop out. One pitch, one out. Another one that pisses me off, and the Yankees go down in order. Coming up in the bottom of the second is going to be Williamson, Walls, and Fortis. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take a second to vote on our active poll. Can the Yankees offense bounce back from yesterday's performance? And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Drop a hey so I can acknowledge that you're here, fellas, guys, and gals. So what do you feel of the keys to the game today? Yankees started out banging. Second inning wasn't so great. Hopefully, Heel can hold it down this inning. He threw 32 pitches in the first inning. So a little bit more than we want to see. Wish they'd have taken more looks to give Hill a bit of a rest in the dugout after that rough first inning. You know, he's talking to himself, and giving him a few minutes to get it together would have been a great thing. But hitters damn sure didn't do that. Williamson is coming up to bat. He is hitting .237 on the season, no home runs, 3 RBIs, and Hill sets and fires, and the pitch is going to be a four-seamer that catches the inside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. And Hill sets and fires, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-1. Hill sets and fires, and that changeup catches the top of the strike zone. Count is now 1-2 on Williamson. And Hill sets, fires, and that slider is just off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2. And Hill sets, pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed for strike 3. So he is down on the slider. That is Hill's second strikeout of the night. Coming up to bat is Taylor Walls, the shortstop. Incredible glove, not a great hitter. And the pitch is on the way, and that slider catches the outside corner for call, strike one. Count is 0-1. Hill sets and fires, and that changeup is going to catch the bottom of the strike zone. For call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Walls is hitting 100 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs. Pitch is on the way, and it is skied foul down the third base line. Count remains 0-2. Heel sets, and he fires, and that fastball is up and out of the strike zone. And the pitch is skied to left field. It is drifting, and it is going to drop in foul. Count is going to remain 1-2. Heel sets, and he fires, and that pitch is fouled straight back. And we're heading to the seventh pitch of the at-bat. Count is 1-2. Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is now 2-2. Heel sets, and the pitch is check swing. Umpire says he did not go, so the count is now going to be 3-2. And heel sets, and this ball is hammered foul down the first base line. We're heading to the 10th pitch of the at-bat. And this is the antithesis for heel, putting hitters away. He cannot do too many more 10-pitch at-bats and stay in this game for any prolonged period of time. Heel sets, and the pitch is down in the dirt. And it looks like he got hit in the foot with it. And the catcher, Fortes, is coming up to bat. Hey, Sean, welcome to the stream. I liked your short today. And heel sets. And he turns and makes a pickoff attempt. Walls is back in head first, safe. Heel sets, it fires, and that slider is just a bit low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and that is bounced through the right side of the infield. And Walls is going to round second and head to third. So the Rays have runners at first and third with one out. Chandler Simpson is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout. And heel sets. Simpson shows bunt, and he misses. And that is called strike one. Pitch is on the way, and this is grounded to Jazz. Jazz flips it to Caballero, and that is not going to be in time. So Walls is going to score, and that is an RBI for Simpson on a fielder's choice. Rays now lead 3-2. Simpson is just fast. Coming up to bat is Caminero. He is 0 for 1 on the night. Heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and the fastball is up and out of the strike zone. Caminero is hit a line drive in his first plate appearance. Heel sets and fires, and this pitch is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. I don't know what's going on with Heel. His fastball had been ringing at 97 miles an hour. Now he's at 94, 93. And there is a pickoff attempt at first. Simpson is back in head first. Heel sets, and the pitch is another pickoff attempt. Second disengagement, and Simpson is free to take off at will. Heel sets and fires, and the pitch is popped up. Wells is tracking it, and he's going to make the play behind the plate for the final out. 1 run, 1 hit, and a runner left on base. We've played 2 innings, and the Rays lead the Yankees 3-2. Coming up to bat is the top of the order. Goldschmidt, Judge, and Bellinger. So can we get back in the game? For those of you that have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out, and if you have not, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. Your support is always appreciated. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. If you haven't, Sean from True Historians dropped a pretty good short today. Head over to True Historians and check it out. Don't think you'll be disappointed. And here on Yankees The Ugly Truth, I dropped a short considering going over yesterday's game. Take a second, check it out. I think you might like what you see. And Matt sets, and he fires that curveball is down low and inside. Count is 1-0 on Goldie. And Matt sets and fires, and that sinker is inside. Matt sets and fires, and that sinker catches the inside corner for call strike 1. Count is 2-1 on Goldie. Matt sets, and he fires, and that sinker is inside. Count is now 3-1 on Goldie. He is rapid firing pitches in there. And Matt sets and fires, and Goldie fouls this one down the first base line. Count is now full. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one off. Count is going to remain 3-2. Matt sets and fires, and this pitch is way inside, so that's going to be ball 4 to Goldie as he strips his gear off and heads to first base. All rise. The judge is in the chambers. And the first pitch is on the way, and the captain fouls it off. Count is 0-1. Matt sets and fires, and the judge swings and fouls this one straight back. Count is now 0-2. Judge is 1 for 1 on the day with a single and a stolen base. And Matt sets and he fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is 1-2. Matt sets, pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is evened at 2-2. And Matt sets, and this pitch is fouled off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And Judge takes time out. Grabs his dirt, flips his rock to the side in traditional fashion. And the pitch is on the way, and Judge fouls this one off. Count is going to remain 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. And the catcher is going to challenge this one. And that is going to be overturned, and Judge is going to be down on strikes. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. 0 for 0 on the day with a sacrifice fly and a RBI. And the first pitch is a slider that catches the outside part of the plate for call, strike 1. Matt sets and fires, and that fastball is off the plate. Count is evened at 1-1. Those of you just hopping into the game, we're in the top of the third. The Rays have a 3-2 lead on the Yankees. Yankees have a runner at first with 1 out and a 1-1 count on Bellinger. And the slider is swung on and missed. Count is now 1-2 on Belly. And the pitch is on the way, and Bellinger swings and misses on the changeup for strike 3. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Big Giancarlo Stanton. Stanton has his warrior look on. And the pitch is on the way, and Stanton swings and misses at the sinker. Stanton is hitting .326 with 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and an .825 OPS. And Matt sets and fires, and Stanton swings and misses at that one. Count is 0-2 on Big G. And Matt sets and fires, and that pitch is outside. Count is 1-2 on Big G. Matt sets, and this ball is driven to right field, and it is deep, but DeLuca is on the warning track against the wall, and he is going to make the play for the third out. So there are no runs, no hits, a runner left at first. Coming coming up to bat in the bottom of the third is Aranda, Diaz, and Mullins. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you could please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated. And if you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. Can the Yankees offense bounce back from yesterday's performance? We have 11 votes in our active poll, so let your voice be heard and your vote be counted. And as far as programming notes go, I will be back online tomorrow at 6:05 for the game 2 of this matchup. And 3, 4, and 5 in the order. And the first pitch to Aranda is off the plate. Count is 1-0. Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is foul back. Count is 1-1. And heel sets, and he fires, and that fastball is down low. Count is 2-1. Heel's fastball velocity is all up and down. And he sets and he fires, and the changeup is off the plate. Count is now 3-1 on Aranda. Aranda does not have official at bat today. He walked in his first plate appearance. Pitch is on the way, and it is grounded to Jazz. Jazz is going to flip it to Goldie at first, and that is the first out of the inning. Heel is at 59 pitches. Diaz is 1-for-1 on the night with a 2-run homer. Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. Heel sets and fires, and that changeup is low and away. Count is 1-1. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and that changeup is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-2 on Diaz. Heel sets, and he fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is evened at 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and it is bounced to third base. Rosario fills it and fires to Goldie for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Mullins. And the first pitch is on the way. Mullins shows bunt and bunts it foul. Count is 0-1. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a sinker in there for call. Strike two. Right down the heart of Broadway. And heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is a looping fly ball to left field. Grichuk is waiting for it, and he's going to make the play for the third out. So that is Hill's first 1-2-3 inning. Coming up to bat for the Yankees in the top of the fourth is going to be Rosario, Chisholm, and Grichuk. The yo, what do you know? I want to thank everybody for taking time to watch a little bit of baseball in your on your busy Friday night. Thank you for supporting the channel. And as I mentioned before, I will be on tomorrow evening at 6:05 for the game 2 of the Yankees versus the Rays. And we have a question and answer question posting up. Drop a comment and let me know what you think. How many innings will Luis Gil go this evening? Rosario is 1 for 1 on the day with a triple and an RBI. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 1-0. Matt sets and fires, and the pitch is fouled off. Count is 1-1. Matt sets and fires, and that slider is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And my sister is reporting that Artemis 2 has just splashed down in the Pacific Ocean. Pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. Count is going to remain 1-2. Matt's is at 61 pitches on the night. Pitch is on the way, and this is hammered to the third baseman. Cameronero fields it cleanly and fires to Aranda. And that is going to be the first out of the inning. Well, those that answered Hope 3 were in the top of the fourth. He's already gone 3 innings. Coming up to bat is Jazz Chisholm Jr. And the first pitch is a changeup that catches on the outside of the corner. God sakes, Jazz. Jazz challenges once again, and It is a strike. So we've lost another challenge via Jazz. Matt sets and fires, and Jazz waves at a pitch that's in the other batter's box. Count is now 0-2. Matt sets and fires, and the slider is down and away. Count is 1-2. And Matt sets and fires a changeup in the dirt, and Jazz swings at it for strike 3. Second out of the inning. Congratulations. You cost us a challenge and then struck out on 2 pitches completely out of the strike zone. If I was Boone, I would forbid Jazz from challenging ever again. Coming up to bat is Randall Grichuk, 0 for 1 on the day. Matter of fact, he's had 6 at bats on the season, and he is 0 for 6 with 4 strikeouts. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner. Count is 1-1. Matt sets, and he fires a changeup that catches. Oh, it looked like it caught the top of the strike zone, but they called it ball. Count is 2-1. Matt sets and fires, and Grichuk taps the changeup down the first base line. Count is 2-2. Matt sets and fires, and that ball is fouled straight back. Count remains 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and Grichuk swings at a ball that is down in the dirt. So that is strike 3. And Matt has retired 6 in a row, 9 in the last 10. And once again, the Yankee offense is foundering. For those of you that are here, if you could take a second to answer our poll question. If you haven't, please hit the like button and share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I'm going to take a real quick break. I'll be right back. And I am back. Sorry about that. Did not have the foresight to put a bathroom in this shop when I rebuilt it. Welcome, Robert. Appreciate you being here. And let's see, what did I miss? DeLuca popped out to Rosario at third base for the first out. And Williamson was just walked by Heel. So the Rays have a runner at first with one out. Coming up to bat is Taylor Walls. He was hit by a pitch in his first at bat. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. Heel is at 78 pitches. So he is probably not going to make it through the fourth. Although he did pitch to 90 pitches at Scranton his last outing. And the pitch is on the way, and that gets by. And Williams is going to scamper to second base. Count is 2-0. And Heel sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 2-1. And Yarbrough is warming up. And the pitch is on the way, and that is out of the strike zone and up. Count is now 3-1. And Heel sets and fires, and that pitch is right down the heart of Broadway. Count is now full. And Heel sets. Checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way, and it is tapped down the third base line. Heel sets and fires, and that is going to be an infield hit. So the Rays are going to have runners at first and third with one out. And Fortis is coming up to bat, 1-for-1 on the afternoon. Blake is coming out to the pitcher's mound. Hey, Robert, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you being here. And the first pitch is bunted. It's going to be to Hill, and it's going to be foot to Wells, and he's going to get him at home. So Williamson is trying to score from third, and he is thrown out by Hill. Safety squeeze does not work. So Simpson is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. And the first pitch to Simpson is a changeup in there for call. Strike one, inside portion of the plate. Count is 0-1. Heel sets, pitch is on the way, and that is way inside. He's pulling his fastball, man. Heel is at 86 pitches. For those of you just hopping in, we're in the bottom of the fourth. The Rays lead the Yankees 3-2. They have runners at first and second with 2 outs and a 1-1 count on Simpson. And the next pitch is down low. Count is 2-1. Heel sets and fires, and this ball is chopped to Caballero. He fires to first, and that is going to get Simpson by a half a step. And that is going to do it for the Rays. 2 runners left on board, and as we head to the bottom of the fourth, Caballero, Wells, and Goldschmidt will be coming up. So it's 8, 9, and 1. If you haven't, please take a moment to vote in our active poll. We have 12 votes at this point. And being that Heel is at 88 pitches, I do not believe that he will be back next inning. So we have ended the active Q&A question. And I'm going to shoot another one out there with, will there be a hero for the Yankees tonight? If so, who? And shot answers Judge. First pitch to Caballero is going to get called for a strike on the inside quarter. And the Yankees are about to lose their second challenge. So the pitch is a strike, and we are in the 5th inning, and the Yankees have lost both their challenges. So now we're just cooked. Next pitch is on the way, and that is a fly ball to center field. Mullins is tracking it and is going to make a fine running catch for the first out. So congratulations, Jose. You got out and you blew our last challenge. Coming up to bat is Austin Wells, 0 for 1. Pitch is on the way, and the curveball is inside. Count is 1-0 for Wells. And the catcher is challenging the pitch. And the pitch is a ball. The Tampa Bay lost one of their 2 challenges. At bat sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is swung on and missed. Count is 1-1. And Matt sets. Pitch is on the way. And the sinker is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Wells. And the pitch is on the way, and that is driven to left center field. Mullins is on his horse, and he is going to make the play in the gap for the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Paul Goldschmidt. 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls. Pitch is on the way, and it is going to be called strike 1. And the pitch is on the way, and Goldie fouls this one straight back. Count is 1-0-2. At bat sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is up and out of the strike zone. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is going to remain 1-2. Matt sets and fires, and that pitch is a changeup down low. Count is evened at 2-2. And the pitch is on the way, and that is going to clip Goldschmidt. So Goldie is going to take his base. Coming up to bat is the captain. All rise. The judges in the chambers. Looks like they have a mound visit going on. Matz is at 84 pitches. Judge is 1 for 2 on the night with a stolen base. So for those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you haven't, please take a moment to answer our poll question and our Q&A question. And it looks like the mound visit is broken up. The judge is stepping up to the plate. Matt sets and fires, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on the captain. Matt sets and he fires, and that pitch is a changeup off the plate. Count is 1-1. Is this going to be a moment for the captain to be a hero? Matt sets and fires, and the captain fouls this one down the right field line. Count is 1-2. And Matt sets. Pitch is on the way, and Judge swings over the top of a curveball for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees, and that is Judge's second strikeout of the night. We're halfway through the game, and the Rays lead the Yankees 3-2. Coming up to bat for the Rays in the bottom of the fifth is going to be Caminero, Aranda, and Diaz. So, what do you know, guys? Are the Yankees going to have a hero come through tonight for us? Or is this slump going to continue? And it looks like Jake Bird will be coming into the game to replace Luis Heel. And the first pitch is on the way to Caminero. And it is called strike one. Nice sweeper that catches the outside of the plate. Count is 0-1. Bird sets and he fires, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Another beautiful sweeper. Count is 0-2 on Caminero. Bird sets and he fires, and the pitch is going to be a call, strike three. The sweeper catches the outside corner down low. So that is a good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Caminero. And you are out of here, brother. Go grab some bench. Coming up to bat is Aranda. 0 for 1 on the night with a base on balls and a run scored. Bird sets and he fires, and the sweeper is going to stay outside. Count is 1-0. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is right down the heart of Broadway for call, strike one. Count is 1-1. Bird sets and fires, and that fastball catches the inside corner. Count is 1-2 on Aranda. Bird sets and fires, and that sweeper is tipped into the glove of Wells for strike three. So you, my friend, are out of here. So you grab some bench right next to Caminero. Coming up to bat is Yandy Diaz. 1 for 2 on the day with a 2-run homer. They got the Rays on the board. And Bird sets. First pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. That sinker was 95 miles an hour. The hum batter, swing batter. And the pitch is on the way, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 0-2. And Bird sets, and the curveball does not make it back to the inside portion of the plate. Count is 1-2. Sweeper low and away. Just watch. Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 2-2, and it definitely was not a sweeper. Bird sets and fires, and that sweeper just misses inside. Count is now full. Come on, Jake. Stop screwing around with this guy. Bird sets and fires. This ball is chopped to Rosario. Rosario barehands it and fires to first, but it is not in time. So Diaz is going to pick up an infield single. Coming up to bat is Cedric Mullins, 0 for 1 on the day with a base on balls. Bird sets, and the first pitch is cap foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1 on Mullins. Pitch is on the way, and it is bounced through the infield. Judge is going to field it, and Diaz is going to stop at second. So the Rays have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Coming up to bat is Johnny DeLuca, 0 for 2 on the evening with a line out and a fly out. And the first pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is way inside. Count is 1-0. And Bird sets. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper catches the heart of the Broadway. Count is 1-1. Looks like Brett Hedrick is warming up in the bullpen. Bird sets and fires, and that sweeper is going to stay inside. Count is 2-1 on DeLuca. Bird sets and fires, and that sinker is swung on and missed. Count is 2-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is bounced to Rosario. Rosario is going to take it and step on third for the third out of the inning. And that is going to do it for the Rays at the end of 5. At the end of 5, the Rays lead the Yankees 3-2. Coming up to bat in the top of 6 is going to be Bellinger, Stanton, and Rosario. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please take a second to drop your vote in our active poll. There are 16 votes so far. And our Q&A question is, will there be a hero for the Yankees tonight? Drop what you think. Let me know what you know. And if you have not, please take this moment to hit your like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. There is a QR code in your upper right-hand corner to help you out. And the pitch is on the way, and that is ripped at the second baseman, and Williamson makes the play on that line drive. So that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to batting is Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch is on the way, and that changeup catches the bottom of the strike zone. Or sweeper catches the bottom of the strike zone for call, strike one. Count is 0-1 on Big G. Big G is 0 for 1 on the day with the base on balls. And the pitch is on the way, and that changeup catches the inside corner of the strike zone for call, strike two. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and that sweeper is down low. Count is 1-2. Matt sets, and he fires, and the pitch is way off the plate. Count is evened at 2-2 on Stanton. And Matt sets, and he fires, and that changeup is down low. Count is now full. Pitch is on the way, and Stanton waves at a pitch that is down low and out of the strike zone for strike three. So that is 2 away. And Griffin Jacks has come in to replace Steven Matz. Ahmed Rosario is up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and it is a sinker down low. Rosario is 1 for 2 on the night with a triple and an RBI. And the sweeper is on the way, and Rosario swings and misses. Count is 1-1. Jack sets and fires, and that pitch is way inside. Count is 2-1 on Rosario. For those of you that didn't know, Griffin Jacks is a graduate of the United States Air Force Academy and is actually a reserve captain in the Air Force. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off the catcher. Catcher is down. Count is 2-2. And Jack sets. And the pitch is way outside. Sweeper was all the way in the other batter's box. Count is now full. And the pitch is on the way, and Rosario swings and misses at the sweeper for strike 3. And that is going to do it for the Yankees in the top of the 6th. Heading to the bottom of the 6th is going to be Williamson, Walls, and Fortis. So, for those of you that have hopped into our stream, we are going to the bottom of the 6th. The score is 3-2 Rays. Once again, for the second game, the Yankees offenses look pretty anemic. Started out with a little bit of a charge in the first inning and has been quite asleep since then. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the 6th is Williamson, 0 for 1. Walls, 1 for 1 and hit by a pitch, and Fortis, 1 for 2. So I am curious to see who we bring out of the pen this time. Or will Bird continue to pitch? And it looks like Brett Hedrick is going to be taking the mound for Jake Bird. And for those of you that are out there, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. Your support is always appreciated, and I want to thank you for being here on your busy Friday night. And I'm switching to my rally cap. United States Navy Master Chief retired. And the first pitch from Hedrick is in there for call. Strike 1. Count is 0-1. And the next pitch is on the way. And that is in there for call. Strike 2. Count is 0-2 on Williamson. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count remains 0-2. Hedrick sets, and he fires, and the slider is just a little bit low. Count is 1-2 on Williamson. Pitch is on the way, and it was fouled off. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 6th pitch of the at-bat. Hedrick sets and fires, and that pitch is hammered foul down the third base line. Count is going to remain 1-2 as we head to the 7th pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is on the way, and that is foul down the right field line. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And the pitch is all the way, and it is tapped foul in front of the plate. Count remains 1-2 as we head to the 9th pitch of the at bat. Hedrick sets. Pitch is on the way, and that ball is a line drive to left field. On the run is Grichuk, and that is going to bounce into the corner. Williamson rounds second and stops there, and that is a leadoff double for Ben Williamson. Taylor Walls is coming up to bat. He is 1-for-1 on the night with a single, hit by pitch, and a run scored. And Hedrick steps off the mound to chase back Williamson. First disengagement. And Hedrick sets. The pitch is on the way. Wall shows bunch, but that is down the heart of Broadway for call. Strike one. Count is add one. And the bunt is down the way. And Hedrick is not able to fill the ball cleanly. And Walls is going to be at first base, so that should be an E1 on the pitcher. So the Rays now have runners at first and third with nobody out. Coming up to bat is Nick Fortes. And the pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and it catches the outside corner for call. Strike one. And there is a throw over to first base. Walls is back. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled straight back. Count is 1-2. And the Yankees draw the infield in. Pitch is on the way, and it catches the bottom of the strike zone for call. Strike three. And the batter is going to challenge it. So they're going to lose their challenge. And that is confirmed that that was a strike. And Fortes is out of there. Strike three. So head to the bench, because you are out of there, brother. Coming up to bat is Chandler Simpson with one out. And Hedrick sets. And this pitch is lined into center field. Bellinger fills it cleanly, and he is throwing it home and not in time. So that is a 4-2 lead for Tampa Bay. And that's going to do it for Hedrick. Let's see who's coming in to pitch to the next batter. And that is Junior Caminero. And it's Camilo Duvall coming in. The Lord have mercy. And for those of you that are here, if you haven't, check out my short on yesterday's performance by Ryan Weathers and the Yankees. So for those of you just hopping into the stream, we're in the bottom of the sixth. The Rays have a 4-2 lead on the Yankees. The Rays have one out with runners at first and second. Junior Caminero is coming up to bat. He is 0 for 3 on the night with a strikeout. Camilo Duvall is in pitching, and that ball is skied to right field, and it is going to drop in just before Judge, and Judge is going to fire to second, and he is going to slide in there safe. So that is a single for Caminero, and the bases are now going to be loaded. Coming up to bat is Aranda, 0 for 2 on the night with a base on balls and a strikeout. Duvall sets and fires, and that pitch is chop foul down the first base line. Count is 0-1. And Duvall sets and fires, and this pitch is bounced to Jazz. Jazz is going to flip to first, and they're going to score another run. So Taylor Walls is going to score, and they're going to have runners at second and third, and the Yankees are now down by 3. And Yandy Diaz is coming up to bat, 2 for 3 on the night. Single and a 2-run homer. First pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 1-0. And Duvall sets and fires, and that pitch is off the plate. Count is now 2-0. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Next pitch is on the way, and that is up and in. Count is 3-1. Duvall sets and fires, and that ball is bounced up the middle. Jazz feels it and fires to Goldie at first, and that is going to do it for the Rays, but not before they pick up 2 more runs and gives them a 3-run lead. They lead 5-2. Coming up in the top of the 7th is going to be Jazz Chisholm Jr., Randall Grichuk, and Jose Caballero. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth Network, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. There is a QR code in your upper right-hand corner. All you got to do, take your cell phone out, put it in camera mode, wag it in front of the QR code. It'll pop you straight to YouTube. All you have to do is hit subscribe, and you will be a member. We are at 629 subscribers so far. And I want to thank everybody for dedicating some of your busy Friday afternoon/evening to listening to a little bit of baseball. Your support is always appreciated. Why is Rice out, John? 4 strikeouts and 2 errors. Probably means that he might need a break. Plus, Steven Matz was a left-handed pitcher, and Rice hasn't really been hitting well against lefties. And the first pitch to Jazz is a changeup that catches the outside corner. Seymour is coming up to the bat to pitch for the Rays. I think he's their only left-hander. And the pitch is on the way, and the home plate umpire says that Jazz did not check his swing. Count is 0-2. Pitch is on the way, and Jazz grounds this one to Williamson. Williamson fires to Miranda, and that is the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Randall Grichuk, 0 for 7 on the season, no batting average. And the first pitch is on the way, and that is in there for call, strike 1. Count is 0-1. Next pitch is on the way, and it is inside for ball one. Count is 1-1. And Seymour sets and fires, and the changeup is down in the dirt. Count is now 2-1 on Grichuk. Pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 3-1 on Grichuk. Seymour sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is foul straight back. Count is now full. And Seymour sets, and he fires, and that pitch is fouled off. Count remains 3-2. Pitch is on the way, and that is guide to center field. Mullen is tracking it and is going to make the play, and that is the second out. So Grichuk is now 0 for 8 as a Yankee. Coming up to bat is Jose Caballero, 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout and a flyout. Pitch is on the way, and he is taken for a strike. Count is 0-1 on Cabby. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Caballero. Next pitch is on the way, and that is foul straight back. And the pitch is on the way, and the changeup is in the other batter's box. Count is 1-2 on Caballero. And Seymour sets, fires, and the pitch is down low. Count is 2-2. Seymour sets and fires, and this ball is guide down the left field line, and that is going to drift into the seats. As we head to the seventh pitch of the at-bat, count remains 2-2 on Caballero. And the pitch is on the way, and Caballero swings and misses. So Seymour retires the Yankees in order. Coming up in the bottom of the seventh is going to be Mullins, DeLuca, and Williamson. You are right, Sean. There is no fight in this team. I can't even think the last time that we actually had a base runner on. Lackluster game, lackluster appearance. Out there, not even looking like they're interested in winning. And this is a division rival. We should be freaking headhunting these guys. If you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. Hey, D-Rod, how are you, brother? This is a beyond crap game so far. If you haven't, take a second to vote in today's active poll. Will the Yankees no splits Wednesday? Not sure exactly what you're asking for, brother. And it looks like Ryan Yarbrough is coming in to take over this mess. And the first batter he'll be facing is, oh, my back was so sore, I could only bowl one game. And in the one game, I had 5 splits. Could not drive the ball, was leaving ridiculous splits. I picked a couple of them up. The one game that I bowled, I ended up finishing out at like 175, I think, and then I called it quits. I couldn't take any more. My back was in that much pain. And Yarby sets. First pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is swung on and fouled down the right field line. Count is 0-1. Mullins is 1 for 2 on the day with a walk and a single. Next pitch is on the way. The sweeper is low and outside. Count is 1-1. Ed Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is fouled off. Count is 1-2. And that's a sound we haven't heard very much, is the Death Star alarm, indicating a 2-strike count. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is guide to right field. Judge is closing on it, and he is going to make the play for the first out of the inning. Coming up to bat is DeLuca, 0 for 3 with a light out, a foul out, and a fielder's choice. And Yarby sets, and the pitch is on the way. DeLuca shows bunt, and that is up in the air. Yarborough is going to field it, and that is going to be the second out of the inning. Coming up to bat is Williamson, 1 for 2 on the day with a double, base on balls, and a strikeout. And the pitch is on the way, and that ball is inside. Count is 1-0. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter catches the outside corner for call. Strike 2. Count is 1-1. Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is inside. Count is 2-1 on Williamson. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled off. Count is 2-2. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that fastball is inside. Count is now full. That was a 90-mile-an-hour fastball, the fastest I've seen Yarborough throw in 2 years. Yarborough sets, and he fires, and the pitch is foul down the first base line. And Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is way upside. That's going to be ball 4, so Yarborough is going to walk him. Coming up to bat is Taylor Walls. Hit by pitch, sacrifice bunt, and a single, 1 for 1 on the night. And has scored 2 runs. Yarborough sets, and there is a pickoff attempt at first base. Williamson is back in head first safe. First disengagement. And the pitch is on the way, and that is a fastball way up. And Wells airmails this one. Caballero is backing it up and keeps it from rolling into center field. So Williamson is going to have a stolen base. And the first pitch was a ball. And Yarborough sets, and his cutter catches the outside corner for call, strike 1. Count is evened at 1-1. And Yarby sets, checks on the runner at second. Pitch is on the way. And this is a towering pop-up. Goldie is making the charge, and he makes the charge right in play in front of the dugout, and that is going to be the 3rd out of the inning. That is going to do it for the Rays in the bottom of the 7th. Coming up in the top of the 8th is Austin Wells, Paul Goldschmidt, and the captain, Aaron Judge. For those of you who've hopped in the stream, take a second to drop a vote in our active poll. Our question for the evening is, will there be a hero for the Yankees tonight? Currently, we're heading to the top of the 8th. The Yankees are down 5-2 to the Rays. Coming up to bat is Wells, Goldschmidt, and Judge. If you haven't, please take a second to hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. QR code in your upper right-hand corner is there to help you out. So and my sister says it's rally time. I don't know. Maybe it's time to switch to the spring training hat. We hit better in spring training than we are now. So and it looks like Hunter Big is coming in. Pitch is on the way, and that is a towering pop-up. Williamson is tracking it on the outfield grass, and he is going to make the play. And as you know, I hate one-pitch outs, and Wells is obviously lost behind the plate. Coming up to bat is Ben Rice, pinch hitting for Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitching coach is coming out to meet with Biggie. Ben Rice is hitting .324 on the season, 3 homers, 11 RBIs, and a 1355 OPS. First pitch is on the way, and it is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball down low. Count is 1-0. And the next pitch is on the way, and that is way out of the strike zone. Count is 2-0. And Biggie sets and fires, and that fastball is fouled off. Count is 2-1. Jazz Chisholmitis. I hadn't heard that one, but that's pretty accurate. Biggie sets and he fires, and this ball is driven to center field. And this one is going, and gone. That is a 4-bagger. So that is a pinch hit home run for Ben Rice. And the score is now 5-3. That went out at 414 feet and was at 107 miles an hour. Coming up to bat is the captain. And the first pitch is down low. Count is 1-0. And the pitcher sets and fires, and that is a 98-mile-an-hour fastball down in the dirt. Count is 2-0 on the captain. Next pitch is on the way, and that is inside. Count is 3-0 on Judge. That was Rice's first pinch hit home run. So congratulations, young man. And the pitch is on the way, and it is going to catch the inside of the strike zone. I think it was a ball, but we don't have any challenges left. So count is now 3-1. Pitch is on the way, and Judge chops this one to Walls. Walls feels it and shoots it to Aranda at first for the second out. Coming up to bat is Cody Bellinger. And the first pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call, strike one. And Biggie sets. Pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2 on Bellinger. And the next pitch is on the way, and it is a splitter off the plate. Count is 1-2 on Belly. Next pitch is on the way, and that is swung on and missed. And that is strike three. Not before the Yankees add a run to close the gap to 5-3 off a Ben Rice pinch hit home run. Coming up to bat in the bottom of the eighth is Fortis, Simpson, and Caminero. And for those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. If you haven't, check out the short that I dropped earlier this afternoon. I think you'll like it. Definitely won't be disappointed by it. Well, what do you think, fellas, guys, and gals? Do the Yankees have it to make a comeback this evening? Can we tie this one or force extra innings? Let me know what you think. And if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. We're heading to the bottom of the eighth. The Rays lead the Yankees 5-3. And Yarby sets. And the first pitch is lined into center field. That is a leadoff single for the Rays. Cortez's second hit of the night. Coming up to bat is Simpson, 1 for 4 on the night with a strikeout and 2 RBIs. And Yarborough sets. First pitch is on the way, and it is in there for call. Strike one. Simpson showed bunt. Count is 0-1. Pitch is on the way, and the sweeper is off the plate. Count is 1-1. And Yarborough checks on the runner, sets and fires, and that sweeper is off the plate. Count is now 2-1 on Simpson. Yarborough sets and fires, and the pitch is grounded to Caballero. That is going to be relayed to Jazz, not in time at first, so that is going to be a fielder's choice. Runner out at second, so that's a 6-4 put out. Coming up to bat is Junior Caminero, 1 for 4 on the night with a strikeout. Yarborough sets, checks on the runner at first. Pitch is on the way, and the cutter is in there for call. Strike one. Count is 0-1. And Yarborough sets, fires over to first. Simpson is back in head first. First disengagement. And Simpson is picked off. So that is the second out of the inning. Yarborough caught him running. Now the Rays coach is out yakking about something. Apparently, the umpire's talking about blocking the bag. It's BS. Jazz did. Jazz didn't drop his knee. He didn't block the whole bag. He's standing there. Count is 0-1 on Caminero. Scarborough sets and fires, and the changeup is swung on and missed. Count is 0-2. And the pitch is on the way, and the four-seamer is inside. Count is 1-2. And Yarby sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is fouled down the first base line. Wells chases it, but it is going to be in the stands. Yarborough sets. Pitch is on the way, and it is just low. Count is even at 2-2. Yarborough sets and fires, and that pitch is down low. Count is now 3-2. And Yarborough sets, and the pitch is on the way, and it is down low for ball 4. And the pitch is on the way, and it is a looping ball to Rosario, and he is going to make the play for the third out of the inning. So, as we head to the top of the ninth, can the Yankees rally down by 2? Coming up to bat for our boys is Big Giancarlo Stanton, Ahmed Rosario, and Jazz Chisholm Jr. For those of you who have hopped into our stream, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. There is a QR code in your upper right-hand corner. All you have to do is take your phone out, flash it, and put it in camera mode, wave it in front of the QR code. A hyperlink will show up. All you have to do is hit the hyperlink. That'll take you to YouTube. All you have to do is subscribe. And for those of you that are subscribed, I recommend you hit the notification button so that you'll know every time that we are live and not Memorex. I want to thank everybody for taking time out of their busy Friday evening to listen to a little bit of baseball. Although it hasn't been all fired inspiring, it is still Yankee baseball, and we are not in the winter with nothing to talk about. And it looks like Brian Baker is coming in for Hunter Biggie. And the first pitch is on the way, and Stanton cannot check his swing, and that is called strike one. Count is 0-1 on Stanton. It's a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. And Baker sets, and he fires, and that curveball is down in the dirt. Count is 1-1. And the pitch is on the way, and this is hammered by Stanton into left field. That is going to be a leadoff hit for the Yankees. And the tying run is coming to the plate. Ahmed Rosario 1 for 3 on the afternoon or on the evening with a triple, strikeout, and an RBI. And the pitch is on the way, and the slider is swung on and missed. Count is 0-1 on Rosario. Next pitch is on the way, and it is down low. Count is 2-0. Or 1-1, excuse me. And Baker sets. Pitch is on the way, and this is lined up in the middle. And that is going to be the second hit of the inning. Now the tying runs are on base as Jazz comes up to bat. Stanton is stopping at second. So will they pinch rut for Giancarlo? Are they going to save the guys on the bench for pinch hitting purposes? Jazz Chisholm up to bat. First pitch is on the way, and it is a four-seamer in there for call. Strike one. 98-mile-an-hour fastball that paints the bottom of the strike zone. Jazz has a pop-out, a strikeout, and a grind-out on the evening. Can Jazz turn it around? Pitch is on the way, and Jazz bounces this one to Williamson. It is fired, and that is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. And the Jazz and the Yankees may be challenging this one. And the Yankees are challenging the double play. Stanton is going to advance to third on the play. And looking at the replay, Jazz is safe. And the ruling on the field is overturned. Jazz is safe at first. So the Yankees have runners at first and third with one out. And they are not pinch hitting for Grichuk. Grisham is on deck. It looks like he's going to pinch hit for Caballero. Grichuk is 0 for 8 on this season. And the first pitch is a fastball in there for call, strike one. 97 miles an hour. Grisham looks at it go right down the heart of Broadway. And the pitch is on the way. And there goes Jazz. And Jazz is going to be in there safe with a stolen base. The tying run is now in scoring position. For those of you that are in here, if you could, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing to One and the Same. And the pitch is on the way, and that is down low. Count is 1-2. And the pitch is on the way, and he swings and misses for strike 3. 0 for 9 with 5 strikeouts this season. Why is Grichuk in the lineup? Why is he on the major league roster? And it looks like Trent Grisham is coming to pinch hit for Jose Caballero. I swear that the Yankees need to DFA Grichuk and bring back Schubert up to the major leagues. He's hitting damn near 300 at AAA. He should have made the roster to begin with. Well, I guess if it's going to be a hero, John, it's going to be Trent Grisham. Dan at third, Chisholm at second. Grisham is pinch hitting, and the first pitch is a fastball up out of the strike zone. Count is 1-0. And the pitch is on the way, and this one is fouled off. Count is 1-1 on Grisham. We're at the top of the ninth. The score is 5-3. Yankees have runners at second and third. It is a 1-1 count on Grisham. Pitch is on the way, and he swings over the top of it. Count is 1-2. So the Yankees are down to their final strike, their final out. Pitch is on the way, and that is a pop-up. Aranda is tracking it. Williams in there. And Aranda makes the play for the third out. And the Rays are going to hold on to beat the Yankees 5-3. So now we have an official 2-game losing streak. The numbers for tonight's game are Rays had 5 runs on 9 hits, 1 error. The Yankees had 3 runs on 5 hits and an error. It was not a fantastic pitching night for Luis Hill. The winner is going to be Steven Matz. Loser is going to be Luis Hill. And Baker is going to end up with the save. For those of you that are here, if you haven't, please hit the like button, share the channel out. And if you're not a member of the Yankees The Ugly Truth family, please consider subscribing. I will be back tomorrow at 6:05 to call Game 2 of the Yankees versus the Rays in the Trop. I want to thank everybody for taking time to listen to a little bit of baseball tonight. Your support is always appreciated. If you haven't, go over and check out my short that I dropped. Actually, my shorts between yesterday and today. I think you won't be disappointed. And I'm going to end in my traditional fashion with, let's go Yankees, and we'll see you in the funny papers.
Never slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. I don't ever slow up.